Hello and welcome back to another week of Final Order Cutoffs for indie comic books. We've got a couple of books on the list, a couple new ones I think through this, or maybe returning series, things like that. But lots of good things on here for this Final Order Cutoff. So let's start out with Image Comics, and we've got a new series called Black Cloak. It's first issue here coming out on this Final Order Cutoff. We've got Kelly Thompson and Meredith McLaren bringing us this series. Eisner Award winning writer Kelly Thompson heads to Image for the first time with Black Cloak, an all-new series with artist Meredith McLaren. Blade Runner style mixes with saga-esque drama and a delectable fantasy sci-fi blend as two Black Cloaks try to solve the murder of a beloved prince in Kairos, the last city in the known world, before his murder tips the city into war. The mystery begins in a spectacular triple-length first issue for $4.99. Image definitely knows what to do to bring people into new series. These triple-length issues, double-length ones that they've had in other series. Saga, I think its first issue back was longer, if I'm not mistaken. There's been a couple series recently though that they've done that, and it's great. You get more bang for the buck and get you to check out more of the world in that first issue. I like it. Art looks amazing. The idea of the story and the comparisons that they're making Blade Runner and Saga sound really good. So I'm in on this one. Next up from Image, we've got Hexware issue number 2 from Tim Seeley and Zulema Lavina. Issue number 1 was phenomenal. The artwork is fantastic. I'm loving what's going on in this story so far. The service android Witchware has purchased a soul, saving Jesse Marks, but there is a cost. She must return beings who escaped from hell to their masters, vampires, werewolves, demons. Now, she hunts Low Town for monsters, unaware that she's also hunted by the vampire witch Sister Invictus. This is a 6-issue miniseries coming from Image Comics, and issue 2 on cutoff now. Issue 1 already out in shops, so go check that one out. We're going to go down to the comics and graphics novels section. We're going to see one here from Vault Comics, and guess what, guys? Barbaric's back again. We've got the new series Barbaric Hell to Pay with issue number 1 here from our creative team of Michael Moresi and Nathan Gooden. I'm excited. Barbaric is back and headed straight to hell in an all-new arc so big and bloody it's getting an extra issue. While Owen tames a dragon with an old friend, Soren and Steel cross paths with someone else from our cursed barbarian's past, who isn't looking nearly as friendly. Hell hath no fury like a woman stabbed through the heart by an ugly fucking orc. Oh wait, who's carrying axe? I think our cover image, if that gives any indication, Soren might be carrying an axe now. We'll see. Also coming from Vault. How about from Vault Comics? On Final Order Cutoff is a graphic novel from writer Matthew Ehrman, writer of Witchblood, Long Lost, Good Luck. The new graphic novel he has coming out is going to be a hardcover. I think maybe are they doing a soft cover as well? Maybe initially a hardcover, coming later would be a trade paperback. But Matthew is writing this one, Bonding, a parasitic romance, or it looks like it's also titled People and Their Parasites. Artist Emily Pearson working on this one with Matthew. Wear your love on your chest. A man, a woman, and their parasites. Marcus has been alone since the loss of his closest friend and has just recently entered into the dating scene, while Laura has drifted in and out of relationships since high school. They meet and have a great first date, and Marcus almost dies because the slug-like parasite that everybody carries in this world nearly rejects him. Its host. Bonding is a funny, quirky, and honest look at love in a world where everyone wears their anxiety not on their sleeves, but on their chest, like big ol' leeches. I've read this. I did get an advanced copy of this, and I can say this is a fantastic, emotional story. It is one that you're going to want to sit and kind of just take your time with and enjoy, because it's fantastic. It's pretty long too, so it's a great graphic novel here, releasing to start the year. Looks like it's saying in shops February 1st. So get your orders in on this, and make sure that you get your copies. This one I put on here because it's about damn time. Giga number 5 from Vault Comics, still on FOC as of taping on Friday. We'll see if it stays on FOC, but if so, it says January 18th in shops. We can finally end the Giga saga. It's been like 2 years since the first issue came out. But yeah, slumbering gods will wake, rending metal and flesh. We'll see. Hopefully, they're like, I would love an explanation as to what happened the last little bit for that story, but something must have happened with the creative team that could not continue due to life, health, something. And then next up from Mad Cave Studios, we've got Nature's Labyrinth, number 3 of 6 from Zach Thompson and Bailey Underwood. Jay and Nasir continue their journey through the labyrinth, but things take a ghostly turn as they stumble upon a ghost town inhabited by some not so friendly cowpokes. Meanwhile, Ahab is preparing a surprise for all the contestants that will completely change the rules of the game. Nature's Labyrinth is an all-new 6-issue miniseries from writer Zach Thompson and Bailey Underwood. The first 2 issues have been fantastic. You know, of course, comparisons can be made to Battle Royale, Hunger Games, a whole different thing. But it's its own thing while having similarities to those. All of our people supposedly are these bad criminals. The one seems to not really be quite so into violence and such. And there's this little twist where it seems like one of them is someone who's done this before and gotten out, and seems to be trying to keep one of our characters alive and get him out at the end. So we'll see why that is, where that's going. Maybe we'll get some flashbacks coming in here. Issue 3, like I always say in a lot of miniseries, issue 3 things ramp up a lot. So perfect time to pick up 1 and 2, hop on for number 3. Next up from Vault Comics, we got Nightfall Double Feature number 2 from Tim Daniel, Daniel Kraus, D.V. Andre, Chris Sheehan, and Man House. We got 2 stories in here. First up is Cemeterians. While skeletalization ravages the globe, causing chaos and death, Alan unveils Styx, a device capable of picking up signals from beyond the grave. After a chilling pet cemetery experiment, Alan and Ivy plug Styx into a human cemetery and make contact. And next, Denizen. Enthralled by the malevolent force inhabiting an abandoned camping trailer, Helene's behavior becomes more fractured, and her soon-to-be husband Richard is at a loss how to help. Young Maya finds herself equally affected by a dark dagger she's discovered, while her older sister Lily stumbles upon a ghastly clue in the desert that may explain it all, if she survives long enough to return to the family. Loved issue number 1. I'm thinking it was Cemeterians that was really like digging what they were doing in there with the science and faith kind of pieces to it. It was really fantastic. So highly recommend reading this one. It is a higher price tag, but you get 2 stories for the price of 1, or well, for the price of a really long first issue. I don't know. It's great though. Highly recommend checking it out. From Vault Comics. From Whatnot Publishing, we've got Quested number 2 from Michael Calero, Thomas Pearson, and Kit Wallace. I think this one is probably the one I've had the most fun with of the Whatnot releases so far. Yeah, it's a little bit of It's a little bit of a little fun adventure story that's, of course, a little unhinged at times. And a tale that would make Tolkien cringe. Jinx and the gang are invited to join some of the world's most infamous adventures on a quest to destroy a legendary cursed object. A 20-sided die that gives good or bad luck to whoever rolls it. What should be a simple journey for this who's who of A-list questers quickly goes off the rails when Jinx greed gets the best of him and he lands on the bad side of the greatest adventure of them all, Mandar the Bravest. Oh, also the gang adopts a newest member, Spy, a seemingly innocuous furry mascot with a penchant for eating treasure. What could go wrong? Next up and last up on my list, I'm confirming that it's still on here for Final Order Cutoff, and it is not, so it's going to come off. It was going to be Traveling to Mars number 3, but it looks like on the new updated list today, it is not on the list anymore. So that would be the last one. Of course, there are other issues that are I have on my pull list, but I'm not highlighting them right now because they're not newer in their series or returning or weirdly coming back after like 2 years. So that is all of them right there. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new and you made it to here and you aren't subscribed, go hit that button down below. Drop a comment. Let me know what Final Order Cutoff books are you making sure your shop orders for you. And as always, collect what you love. See you next time.